Hi and welcome back to my channel. My name is Stacey if you're new here, and today's video is going to be a coffee chat, get ready with me style. And I'm pretty much going to talk about all of the things that have been going on in the last month. I had a gap of no posts, and I explain all the things that were going on in the middle of that, and then upcoming plans and the slight pivot I am taking in this channel. So let's quit yapping and rewind because I'm doing this makeup look and here's past me. Okay, I am starting this off with a smoothie because I already had my coffee. It's later in the day. I might go get another coffee as soon as I'm done with this somewhere throughout the video. We'll see. But you'll already know if I do go get a coffee, it'll be in the thumbnail. If not, I don't know what the thumbnail is going to be. Anyway, let's get started. I'm going to start with some lip balm. We're just gonna chit chat and get ready together while I just tell you about how, I had a gap in my videos, and then some videos I had filmed got posted late. Like my concert vlog just got posted this week, which is the last Monday video. So I'll have that linked down below if you haven't seen it yet, where I went to the Bad Omens concert, and then I had a month until my cruise, and then I started getting everything caught back up after the cruise. So it's like literally maybe a month and a half of time. Maybe not even a month and a half, not quite that long, but a good amount of time between when I last posted. Had some stuff ready to go. I did post my books video for March a little bit. Actually, that one was in real time, that one was on time, so that is good, but pretty much everything else was late, if you will. So I have a big mirror here that has lights around it. I have the vanity mirror behind that has lights on it, and then I have a light on the side of me that I have on. So normally when I film at my vanity, I just have the mirror and the vanity light, and it usually casts a weird shadow on this side of my face. So, okay, I made it just a tiny bit less bright. So I wanted to see how this looks, because this might be my new setup when I sit here. So, or even when I film in this room, because this room, which we need to repaint, is, I guess I should be getting ready while I'm talking to you about these random things. So we do need to repaint this room at some point. This is technically the smallest bedroom in this entire house, because we literally just come in here and sleep. I'll get ready. I might do a couple videos in here, and that's literally it. We don't have a TV in here, nothing. And so our master bedroom, we are basically utilizing as in a multi-purpose type space. For setting spray, I'm just going to use, for primer, I'm using a setting spray. Honestly, because I forgot to get primer, start doing it before I put foundation on the back of my hand. So, anyway, so the room we were using as, for this room, it was my husband's office and kind of like a multi-purpose room. So we literally took everything from this room and put it into the master bedroom, because he works from home, so he's in there a lot, and he's also a gamer, so he's going to be on his computer a lot. So it was just something that made sense for us. A lot of times we will spend evenings watching a movie or a TV show in the living room, but for the most part I'm doing a craft, crocheting, and he's doing playing his games. So all of that to say, this room was painted, I think, for a little boy before we moved in, before we bought this house, 4 years ago. Yeah, 4.5 years, I don't know. We moved in October or September 2022, whatever that maths to. So we have not painted literally anything in this house. It just hasn't been something that we wanted to worry about prioritizing. So this room is a little dark because the ceiling is a darker blue and the wall is like a light blue gray. And yeah, so it is definitely not the colors that we want, and it's also very dark for filming, unfortunately, but that is okay. This foundation is a little bit yellow for me, but literally almost all foundations are. So it is what it is, and that's what we're going with today, I guess. I don't think it comes up too much on camera. And then once I have like bronzer and everything else, it should even out quite a bit, because I am actually going to be batch filming quite a bit after I'm done with this video. I'm going to be batch filming a good amount of videos for my travel channel, because we are going to be going on a cruise in just a few weeks on the Disney Destiny, and I am so excited. So we'll talk about that, and then we'll rewind and I'll tell you about the gap in time. So here we go. There will be a full like planning video, a video where I talk about our entire itinerary, our plan, all that good stuff on my travel channel. Then I will have the pack with me, and I'm going to do a separate video for my toiletries and makeup, because I like watching that type of content, so I'm going to make, I think it's fun. I don't know if that would be better suited for this channel, but I don't know. I'm going to do a vlog on this channel doing like a prep of the cruise. So like all of the, I don't know, beauty things that I plan on doing. I'm going to tint my eyebrows, do my nails, do temporary eyelash extensions, that kind of stuff. And then my Target run for all of the last minute things that I need before the trip. So we're going on the Disney Destiny. It is one of the Disney Cruise Line's newer ships that its maiden voyage was just barely back in November of 2025, and this is 2026. So still within the inaugural season, I believe. So I'm hoping to see some inaugural merch and to get the inaugural sailing Castaway Club bag, and I think you get a regular lanyard. I don't think it's a special Castaway Club lanyard, but I am excited. My last Disney cruise was on the Disney Wonder in 2023, and then before that was on the Disney Fantasy in 2014. So I am very excited for this trip. I have purposefully not watched literally anything about this ship except for the maiden voyage like preview cruise that the media went on. So nothing after that I have watched. So that was literally everything that's like barely available, because like the media sailings before the maiden voyage typically have like, they're like 3 nights or 2 nights or something like that. They're shorter than a normal cruise sailing, and sometimes a lot of the things aren't fully ready or done. So that's literally all I saw, was just a couple of my favorite creators I follow on TikTok. I watched their stuff in November or early December, somewhere in that range. And yeah, it was in November because I was actually on the Carnival Radiance or around that time of that trip. So yeah, I am super excited for this, and I'm dying to watch some vlogs. I know that I'm going to love that I did not actually watch anything ahead of time. So I want it to be a surprise. And it's been hard. Our Z-Roll was one of my favorite channels. They just went on the Destiny in in February. And they are still working through that vacation vlog, because they also went to Disney World afterwards. However, I could start watching all of those, and I miss watching their channel. But I am waiting until I get back from my trip to basically catch up on their videos, so that I don't accidentally get any spoilers. If I were to accidentally go in, watch one of their Disney vlogs, and they mention something cool that was on the Destiny, just in passing, in conversation, as they're vlogging, which is literally like their prerogative, their channel. They can talk about whatever they want. So I am missing their channel, but I am going to be super excited, super happy that I did, in fact, wait to watch all their vlogs until after I get back from my trip. So we fly in a day before the cruise, and then we are staying in Fort Lauderdale, and we are fairly close to Fort Lauderdale Beach because we're staying in a hotel really, really close to the port. And then we embark on the Destiny. We go to both private islands, Disney's Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point. Wow, I got that on the first try. That name is insane. I always mix up where Lookout and Lighthouse end up in the name. So the fact I just got it on the first try. Cool. Good job, me. And then we go to Castaway Cay. That one is it K or Key? We don't know because they also have the 5K, Castaway Cay 5K. Trying to like rhyme. Not sure. That one's, who knows? Who knows what it's supposed to be? Probably K. Anyway, then we have a sea day, and then we are back in Fort Lauderdale for one more night, and then we fly home. It's just literally how the flight ticket price ended up being. So we are, again, near the beach. We'll see what we get up to that day. I don't have anything planned for those days. So that is the generalized itinerary. If you don't know, I'm a Dream Vacations travel advisor specializing in cruises and Disney parks, and I now have the option on my website for you to book a video chat with me instead of trying to go back and forth through email to get all of the details of your trip worked out and get it booked. We can do it via video chat instead of through email, almost like we are face-to-face in person, but virtually. I also offer a new service called Video Vacation Memories, where I take all of your photos and videos from your vacation and I make a 5 or 10 minute video memory of your trip. And all of this information will be linked in my description box below. I also have another channel that I post all of my travels and also will be linked in the description box below. So let's back up and rewind. We will start off with the concert. So I went to go see Bad Omens in Denver. I drove 7 hours to see them. Drove the same day of the concert, went to the concert, drove home the next day. So yeah, and my brother came with me. I had him drive there, I drove home, and then I had to work that morning, so we didn't actually get on the road until like noon. I think it was not quite, no, I think it was closer to 11 that we got on the road, and I don't think it's quite 7 hours. I think it's like 6.5 or something, because we got there about around 5:30. So, and we pretty much drove all the way straight through. We didn't even stop. Well, I mean, we got held up once because there was an accident of sorts. We never actually saw the accident, but did not stop any other time. Not to get gas, not to use the restroom. We drove all the way through. So we got there around 5:30, got checked into the hotel, and I explained this a lot more in the vlog, so I'll have that in the description box below. To make a long story short, I loved the concert. Bad Omens is one of my favorite bands. I only discovered them last year, and when I saw that they were going to be in concert, I absolutely had to be there. My husband bought me the tickets for Christmas. He does not like this type of music, so he said he would go. But I didn't want to make him sit through something he's not going to enjoy. He's not going to appreciate it the same way I do. Like if I'm like, hey, excited about, a certain song or whatever. I mean, I knew the set list. I listened to it on the drive. And for like a week prior. So it was a lot of fun. If I was not going to be on a cruise, I would have gone to either the Glendale or the Oklahoma City show, one of the two. Glendale would have been closer, so I probably would have gone to that one. Oklahoma City, though, my husband's family lives there, so he could have visited family while I attend the concert. I would have totally gone to see them another time, see them twice. And it was so, so good. I am so happy I got to see them, and I would absolutely see them every single time they are touring. So that happened, and then from there, I literally just like fell off of posting literally anything for a short amount of time. So right before that, I was like posting a lot, or at least getting content, making content, editing content to be ready, so that I was trying to be ahead of the game before I went on the cruise and during this trip. And I think I just burned myself out for that. And then I ended up in a full 2 week, it was more than 2 weeks, but this was 2 weeks prior to the cruise, migraine flare. I started that started, and that really sucked. And so that literally took me out of everything. I don't know exactly the full-on cause. I think it was a combination. I think I was trying to say a different word that means the same thing. Anyway, it was like a combination of a bunch of different things that definitely contributed to this long migraine flare. One of them was I wasn't wearing my retainer or mouth guard at all, and I clenched my teeth in the night, and that definitely, having that mouth guard makes a huge difference. I cannot not wear it, basically, is what I'm saying. So I need to make sure I wear that. So I wasn't wearing it for, I have honestly no idea how long. Long enough that it put me into a full-on flare. And then I need to add to my list of things to do before the cruise, wash my makeup brushes. I went with my husband, so like the very, very first day when I'm like, all right, I'm definitely feeling a lot of, it was a higher pain day. So if you have chronic illness, you know that majority of the time you are in some type of pain. That's just your baseline. And so that is my life. At all times I'm in some level of pain. But I could tell that on this day it was a little bit higher of a pain day, and my husband already committed to going to this work event. It was just like a celebration type thing for his job. And if you don't, and for some context, my migraines are caused by TMJ, which is basically an overactive masseter muscle, the clenching of my jaw, lots of smiling, lots of talking, all of that contributes to lots of eating. All of that contributes to the tension in my jaw. Wearing my night guard reduces a lot of that, which is so helpful, and I wasn't wearing it. So this was one of the days that I had high pain, and I'll put all of the makeup I'm using in the description box below. So anyway, that was a high pain-ish day, and it ended up being quite a long afternoon. We didn't get home probably until like 9 p.m., which is quite late for us to be getting home. We had dinner before we got home, and yeah, it was a good day for sure. However, it having been a high pain day to start off with, it was definitely a rough day that just escalated. So it sent me essentially into a full 2.5 weeks migraine flare, which really sucked. So I didn't get a chance to work out at all. All the videos I had ready to go, posted, and just planned out. None of them got done until after the cruise. And so on this cruise, I went on Allure of the Seas, and the first couple of days I kind of sort of tried to vlog a little bit, but I ended up just not vlogging at all. I'm still catching up on my Quantum of the Seas cruise vlogs. So those, I think there'll be like 2 more videos after this one goes up on that channel. So I went on Quantum of the Seas in January. So I should already be done with my Quantum of the Seas vlogs and beginning my allure of the seas. And yeah, so I tried to vlog first couple of days. I still was migraine-ish, but I was heavily reliant on over-the-counter pain medicine, alternating Tylenol and naproxen. Probably a tiny bit more than recommended, but I definitely needed to be able to function to actually enjoy my trip that I paid a ton of money for. So yeah, I made the executive decision to not vlog. I think like day 2 or something like that. The day we got on the day after. No, actually. So my original thought process was I was going to just vlog literally whatever I can, get a ton of B-roll, whatever, and that was that. However, what ended up happening, then I decided after that I was going to, so I decided that I simply was not going to vlog any of it. I wanted to enjoy it. There were a couple of things that I did for the first time, like snorkeling, and is this patchy? I don't think the camera's coming off with it. I don't know. It could be simply the fact that my skin is extremely dry. Anyway, I just was going to take pictures and whatever videos with my phone, and that was going to be it. I didn't want to worry about getting all of the shots and doing literally all of the vlogging things because of the migraine flare situation that I was dealing with. And it finally subsided like 5 days into our trip, which was so good and it was so much fun. So I did do an announcement video and a pack with me video, and I'm going to do a like review type video and talk about it, but I don't really have anything to show for vlogs. I also lost my phone while we were in Cozumel, Mexico. It simply just fell out of my bag when we got out of the taxi to get back on the ship. So that's what happened with that, and I will talk about it more in detail in that vlog. So or in the review video that kind of just recaps the whole trip. And so any of the clips that I did end up getting, I lost. So all of my photos that I do have, I got from my friend. She sent me, the friend that I went on this trip with. She sent them to me. So I do have something, but nothing that I took, unfortunately, which is fine. It's just a phone. That was literally the only thing that I was even remotely upset that I lost was my photos of that specific trip. So, and then I got back, immediately started catching up on all of the videos that I had already done, created, all of that, and here we are. We are caught up real time. So after losing my phone, and I hadn't had it backed up in the iCloud because I just wasn't paying for iCloud, and it's stupid because your backups should be free. I will die on that hill. The backups should be free. That file should be free. You should not have to pay extra money to have your phone backed up in their cloud. Period. Anything extra, maybe your photos, you can pay extra for. Sure, whatever. But the actual backup file for the phone, minus photos, and maybe like notes, whatever, like the actual like operating system file should be free. I was not paying for the iCloud backup, and I ended up just setting up my new phone as a brand new iPhone. And so I didn't download any social media to my phone. No TikTok, no Instagram, nothing. Because before the trip, I pretty much was scrolling all the time. And I am going to do my eyeshadow real quick off camera, and then we'll chat more about that here in a minute. I'll probably get a coffee also before, and we'll chat about that here shortly. Okay, back with the coffee. I got an iced coffee. And so back with the story, social media. So for a while, I was wasting way too much time scrolling on TikTok. I'd be like, I'll scroll for 15 minutes and hours upon hours. A whole day goes by. I am not even exaggerating. So being on the cruise where I had no access to any of that, I'm like, whoa. I finished 4 books during that time, one of which I started prior to the cruise, but I finished during the cruise. No, I finished 3 total books. 2 books entirely during the cruise. 1 book I started prior. So yeah, I talked about that in my March books video also. So that I will link below if you're curious as to what books I read in the month of March, and most of them I read during that cruise. So being fully away from the social media stuff, I realized I would have so much more time to dedicate to the things that I want to complete, the goals that I have for myself, if I wasn't wasting so much time scrolling for nothing. I get almost no gain out of scrolling that much. So I just decided not to download any of the apps to my phone. I just simply didn't. And I still haven't. It's only been, actually no, it's been almost 3 weeks. It's been 2.5 weeks since I got back. Technically 3 weeks without social media. And so, well, I still have to post because I'm a content creator. I did download the apps to my iPad. However, I feel like an iPad kid when I'm scrolling. Nope, not doing it. I do not enjoy holding I have the big iPad. I have the 10-inch. 10-inch? Sure, whatever the size is. Like, it is massive. The scrolling experience on an iPad is not for me. So I will post, and I love posting a little bit more so because I can use the keyboard on there. So I like the posting experience for social media on the iPad. So that's been working out. And on occasion, I will scroll on TikTok on my iPad. Like today, I watched a singular video in my following tab. So that was literally it. I kind of scrolled through a couple other videos, and then I found myself literally not even caring about the videos. So I was practically just scroll, and watched one singular video. This was probably only like 5 minutes. And you know what? 5 minutes after watching the first video, because I did watch however long her video was in full. And that was it. So I think I'm going to keep this up. I will update later how it has affected me mentally. I can tell you right now that has affected significantly in a positive way, that I'm less anxious. I am doing less of the comparison game. I have so much more time to dedicate to my social media. Scrolling does not help create content, to be honest. I got creative for the first time in I don't even know how long with my content. Not like with my content specifically, but with ideas of all the stuff I'm going to batch film. I wrote a blog post, a super duper long blog post, might I add you. So yeah, I am so excited that I made that change. Like, who knew? I knew. With that being said, I'm going to do my eyeliner real quick because I cannot talk and finish this at the same time. Okay, did my eyeliner and mascara. And so, with all of that having... Wow, why did I take my hair down? Just to spray setting spray. Which was probably a bad idea after doing my mascara. Oh good, it did not smudge. Nice. I have decided to shift a ton of my focus more on my travel channel than on this channel. I am still going to be doing 2 long videos a week. However, I am going to be switching up my short form content and basically posting if for some reason something, I just feel like it. But I am not going to stick to any type of schedule for my short form content. So the TikTok page and Instagram pages I have basically for the same name of this channel. I am not going to be doing any short form content for those. I am only going to be doing short form content for my travel page, and that frees up time so that I can focus on my blog posts for my travel page, my travel blog. I can actually write posts, and like I said, I finally had some inspiration to write a blog post. Last one I wrote was in 2025 in the beginning of the year, so over a year ago. And I have one posted, brand new. It's literally all of the first-time cruiser tips that I could think of, and I'm going to do separate videos for each individual section because it's a long post. And there's a lot to know. Cruising is a unique travel experience, and if you don't know what to expect, you're going to be overwhelmed, potentially. I mean, some people don't get overwhelmed very easily. I am so excited to be able to do all of that, and so I'm going to be doing my normal vlog series of whatever trip I have going on, one day a week on my travel channel, plus some type of sit-down video with tips or product recommendations, that kind of thing as well. But I'm still going to do my normal videos, 2 videos a week on this channel, because I like sharing my fitness journey and I like sharing my books, and then these like sit down chatty videos, and then a couple of vlogs depending on like what I'm doing, whatever else. So I am so excited to have that change made, and I am going to do something with my hair real quick because I don't think I can talk. I really have no desire to do anything with my hair. Honestly, I think I might just leave it down, grab a couple of clips to just clip these pieces back, just like that. Yes, I need to grab clips because I don't have any in here. I'm going to be focusing a lot of my time and energy on my travel channel because I'm trying to grow my travel agency business, which, as you've probably noticed, I have been inserting an ad around the middle of the video, and it's like, I don't know, a minute and a half maximum. It's not very long, just telling you, hey, I am a travel agent, and here's where to find me, and here are my services. So yeah, I am starting to do it that way because I feel like doing it first thing in the video, which I was doing for a while, it just doesn't make sense because you're like, who are you? Why are you trying to sell to me already? And I haven't even watched your video, since both my channels are still fairly new. It just made more sense to do it that way. And I can just kind of adjust my intro bit just a little. I think that is as good as we are going to get. These tiny little flower clips I've had for many, many years. So that's the plan, and that is basically all of the updates that I have. Just definitely the biggest thing was the huge migraine flare, which then snowballed into a lot of better things, to be honest. So I am so excited to continue on with my fitness journey. I've got like a really big inspiration / push / motivation to get going, and I am super excited for that. So if you'd like to follow my fitness journey, I do a weekly video, and I'll be working out during my cruise too. So it'll probably end up being 2 separate videos because I'm going to stick to the calendar week, Monday through Sunday, and whatever days I'm on the cruise will be included in that. And then the next week, the same thing. Whatever days I'm on the cruise will be included in that week. So I am incredibly excited for all of the things. So if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you'd like to work with me and book your dream vacation, all of my information will be linked in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.